So, hey, this is Editing Room Cal here. I got very heated during this review, and so I'm giving a editing room spoiler warning. There's spoilers in this part. I didn't catch this in theaters. I caught it at home, and I am a really big fan of Mario. I have been since I was very young. I've currently been playing through Donkey Kong Bonanza and have been having a blast with that on the Switch too. With all that said, and I thought the first Mario movie was all right. It was kind of whatever, kind of cute. This movie stinks. This movie is just really lame and not fun to watch at all and doesn't inspire anything in me besides apathy and frustration. And so I will start with what I think this movie does right, which is mainly the visuals and the score. The visuals, they look beautiful. They look very nice. I think they capture the look of the Mario world very well. Obviously, it looks a little Illuminationized, which I don't love, but I think generally they translate it to the screen pretty well, and they make it look really nice. They make it look better than the first movie, probably the best any Illumination movie has ever looked. And so I'm happy about that. That was neat. The score is better this time around. It was good in the first movie. I think they used the video game tracks here really well. I particularly had a lot of fun when they were playing the Corneria theme from Star Fox. I thought that was really cool. There's also less needle drops here in the first one. There was quite a few needle drops of very popular songs. Here, there's only two, and they're two really fucking weird needle drops. Like, one of them is the song from Superbad, but that's besides the point. They mostly fixed that issue, which is good because that's like the only issue with the first movie they actually fixed. Everything else, they basically doubled down on. My issue with it is that it was paced like hyper fast, and there was no time to really let the characters and motivations breathe. And here, they doubled down on this. You get more characters, you get more random bullshit going on, and you get less time to breathe. You, like, literally, it feels like everything is happening in this movie, but nothing is happening in this movie at the exact same time. There's so many more characters, and they're always jumping around, going to these different galaxies, basically jingling keys the entire time. But you don't feel any of it because none of it fucking matters. There's like a few arcs, some that basically go nowhere, like with Bowser and his sort of return to good before just being evil again, or the whole Peach's sister thing. Like, those are the only arcs in the movie, and they're barely arcs. It's kind of just get to the next set piece, get to the next set piece, get to the next set piece, show the next reference, show the next thing. And the references aren't even cool. Like, as a mega Mario fan, everything, and like a mega Nintendo fan in general, everything they showed in the movie wasn't super interesting, especially the stuff that they left as a surprise. Like, the big thing is Star Fox, and they showed him already before the movie even came out. I knew he was going to be in it. I knew he was going to be voiced by Glen Powell. And cool, I like that he's voiced by Glen Powell. I think he does a good job with it. But Star Fox barely fucking does anything in this movie. He just flies them around and then fucks off. It's really annoying because I think it'd be cooler to have characters do what they should be doing while also building them up as interesting characters. But instead we just have, oh look, it's the dragon boss from Mario Odyssey. He dies in 3 seconds. Oh look, it's Mr. David Watch. The same thing happens again. Wow, aren't you impressed? Oh look, they're running away from the T-Rex from Mario Odyssey, but they're babies because it's like Yoshi's Island. Isn't that so cool? All of it's fucking lame. It is so lame. I felt like I was just being distracted for 90 minutes. I didn't feel like I was engaging with anything this movie was putting in front of me. This really frustrated me because I felt like the first Mario movie, not a masterpiece. It was kind of whatever. But they had a good foundation, but instead they just went in the opposite direction, and it really frustrated me. One thing as well that I particularly don't like is the way power-ups are used in this movie. They basically just throw them out like any other reference, when how it should be done is how they throw power-ups out in the games. They introduce the power-up in like a more isolated environment so that the player can learn how they work, and then they test that, which I think is how the screenwriter should have written these power-ups into the movie. But instead it's like, oh look, it's the drill flower. Do you remember the drill flower from Mario Wonder? Oh look, it's the cloud flower. Do you remember that from Mario Galaxy 2? Wow, look, Yoshi inflates like a balloon. That's also like Mario Galaxy 2. Whoa. And so just it's really frustrating because all of these are kind of thrown in there and they don't have the gravitas and impact that they would if they were in a good script. I didn't really have much fun with this because they weren't even trying to tell a story here. They were just throwing references at a wall, and it left me feeling very hollow and empty. And overall, this is just a lame cash grab. And I would like to say that this is a movie directed at children, but the fact that they're using the Mario Galaxy name means that they're pandering to the nostalgia of my generation. And so I have the feeling that I should like this as well as a big fan of Mario and Nintendo, but this was bad. Going over to the ratings board real quick, I think the visuals and the score are nice enough for me to not give it a no rating, but it barely gets into the didn't care for it section. Overall, don't see this. Maybe if you're a Mario fan who doesn't particularly like movies, you'll enjoy it, but everyone else just turn around, watch literally anything else.